All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the A and C podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Campbell, and today we got Chili Willie in the house.
Yo, what's happening, everyone?
Our special guest, we have none other than Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews.
Mr. Everything, what's happening?
Woo!
Yo, he looking like Bob Marley today, yo, for real.
Hey, real bumper flat boy. Hey,
Rasta man. Hey, Vic, where's Rome, man? That's the star of the
We
show.
gotta get
Where's
him
Rome?
next, man.
No doubt.
legit, you have to do an interview with this kid.
You got to.
Star, like this boy is out of control. And we did a show this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
After the show, he got involved in the match. After the show, we went to a restaurant. We're sitting in the restaurant eating. We get ready to leave. My son is standing in the middle of the restaurant dancing. There's a nice looking young lady on the other side, woman, like probably in her 30s. She's dancing. They catch eyes. No lie, I can't make this up. It looked like something out of a movie. They caught eyes. He walked up to her. They started dancing. My son said, "So can I get your phone number and I can call you? Or my dad can call you for me, and then I can come to your house and have a sleepover."
Shut up.
What in the world?
What?
She's looking at me. I'm like, yo, I hope she don't feel like I put him up to this because I definitely didn't put him up to this. 5 years old. 5 years old.
You better-
Phone numbers. I was
You better talk to him about the birds and the bees, man. You better strap him up quick.
Look, I've done that already 2 years ago. No
Oh.
lie to you.
Wow.
Not lying to you. I already had to have that conversation with him.
Wow.
His son is very authoritative.
taking after his dad, man. Taking after his dad.
My son is going to explore in here, boy.
Yo,
Uh-oh.
taking after his dad, for real.
Yeah.
His mom walked into the room. She called me immediately. She's like,
Yo.
you gotta have
That's
this
crazy,
conversation
dog.
with him. What are you
Hell
talking
yeah.
about? The conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta get Rome. Hey Drew, we gotta get Rome on, man. We gotta get a little Rome on, man, for real. But what's going on, Andrew? How you doing, man? I mean, Victor.
Victor
Man,
Andrews.
I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling good. I'm glad that things are starting to pick back up. The country, the world is starting to open back up a little
Yes,
bit,
sir.
so I can get out here and keep my psychological thing going on because wrestling is my outlet. And I'm losing my mind sitting still. Can't sit still. Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know how I get down.
Yeah.
You know how I be when I'm in the ring.
No doubt. We know, dog. We know.
Speaking of
But
that, Vic, you said earlier about your job and how it changed how you wrestle in the ring. How's that work? for you?
It's a facility with people with traumatic brain injuries. These people have had like devastating accidents that has, have had brain injuries, so they can't do anything for themselves. Like
Cool.
I had to learn how to put a catheter in a man.
Oh,
Man.
word. Yeah.
Like people take showers, and some of them are worse off than others, and it was like these people had an accident that was out of their control. I do things in a ring that I have control over, but sometimes we do crazy stuff, right? We do dives, we take chair shots, none of that. I had one accident. One accident.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Dude did not be in place for the dive. I went head first into the concrete.
Oh God.
Head first. I did an undertaker dive over the top rope. Head first in the concrete. Yo, I stood up, walked to the back, cleaned myself up, sat for a good minute, and drove 2 hours home. No problems, no concussion, no serious injuries, nothing. I was blessed. Yo, when after that, I slowed down. When I started getting here, slow down even more. It's like, nah, I can't. I can't have myself in a position where I can't take care of myself or my kids. My kids come very first. over everything. I love wrestling. I love it to death. But I would not put myself in a position where I cause myself to end up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got kids. I can't do that. These people can't see their family every day. They can't. You know what I'm saying? They see them over the phone. They come visit over the weekend. I can't put my kids through that. No.
Wow.
Just if I got in control over it, no, not happening.
Right. I feel you, man. I feel you. Vic, what do you feel is missing from wrestling today? And what could you do to change that?
Oh man, what's missing? And humbleness. There's a lot of guys out here that's not humble no more. They walking around with their chest out because they have a little opportunity somewhere, or they train under somebody, or they get a championship. You know, they walk with their chest out. Sometimes you just need a little pop. You know what I'm saying? A little humbleness. I talk to guys all the time. They get excited. Yeah, man, I did this. Oh, chill. That means nothing. Right. Trust me, it means nothing. I worked WrestleMania 2 years ago, the night that Kofi Kingston won the championship, right? I'm backstage and I'm talking to all these large stars, you know, Joe Coffey, Cedric Alexander, Billy Gunn, who I just wrestled that 2 days before WrestleMania. I wrestled him in a match and beat him in New Jersey. Wow. A lot of these people, they're talking to me like they've known me for years. And it's like, yeah, man, it's good to see you. Right. Glad that you're here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm standing there smiling because all these great stars that work in the WWE knew who I was. All these referees knew who I was. All these producers knew who I was, but I wasn't signed. And I was like,
yeah,
crazy that I know all these people and they know who I am. They know what I'm capable of, but nobody's walking up to me, giving me a piece of paper, say, here, sign this, we want to put you on. Right. Now I realized, yo, I gotta work harder. I got friends in high places that can't get me a job. They can't be my connection. I gotta use my connections and become friends and then get me the job. My friends won't be my connections. My connections, I can make with my friends and then get my foot in the door. I met Scott Armstrong at an airport, talked to him for a good minute, made the connection. Got his email, talked to him for a bit. A year later, we see each other at NXT. He wanted me to stick around for the entire week just to do a loop.
Wow.
Made the connection, became a friend. He tried to put me on. Coronavirus slows everything down. If it wasn't for coronavirus, I swear I'd be signed right now. Wow. No doubt I'd be signed right now because of the connections I made throughout the years I've been doing this, 12 years. The connections I made, I got people in good places that can say, yo, this kid is good. This guy, he can do this. They called me down to NXT this past August for one spot. I was the only guy. The only guy they needed for one spot was Damian Priest and Johnny Gargano for the North American title. They called me down to stand there and take that dive from Damian Priest. They had 10 extras. 5 of them was twice my size. They called me from North Carolina to go down to Florida just to do that spot by myself. Nobody else.
Wow.
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm in a good position to get time, but it's just timing right now.
Yes, it is. It is. And you said that, man. You said that perfectly, man. It's about being humble, man. You know, I've been there. You know, it's the same thing. You know, being in OVW, going to Raw, going to SmackDown, doing tapings. You know what humbles a up and coming wrestler is when you walk in that arena and you see that sign that says talent here, and they might have Triple H and Stephanie McMahon talent over here. You put your bags where it says extra talent or whatever, put your bags down, you go straight to catering. Catering, people don't know, is where you make it or break it. You go into catering, your ass you better have wrestling etiquette. Because if you don't, you will lose whatever position that you think that you're gonna get or have right there in catering. As crazy as it sounds. And you cannot walk in there thinking that you're the shit because you're not. Because you're not even a fish in a pond. You like a sand in an ocean when you walk in there if you're nobody coming up. You know what I mean? They have to mold you. You know, they have to take you where they want to take you. You know what I mean? And so you could be the big top dog on the indies, but when you walking into the WWE, man, hey, it's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And like you said, man, a lot of guys and girls, they get a lot of bookings on the indies, and then they think they're this, and they go into the locker room and their chest is out, and they're this and that. And if you don't know how to communicate or have that humbleness, man, you will lose your spot for real. You would definitely lose your spot. Definitely lose your spot for real. But my question to you, Vic, is and we're probably gonna go from here, go to there real quick. How is it working with Lars Sullivan?
Oh man, it was fun. Despite what you hear in the media, things that he's done and all the craziness.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. Like he's a really cool guy, The crazy thing about it, when I did that show, that was my first time being in NXT, right?
Really?
Going in there and I'm casted as an extra. And they came up to me and they said, all right, we need you to work this tag match. Your tag partner is Lars Sullivan. Here's the backstory of what he does. And I was like, yeah, I'm with it. I follow the product. You guys gonna work heavy machinery. And sitting there just talking to them, hashing it out, figuring out what everything they needed me to do. And I was standing there with Lars, and he was actually putting on a knee brace. And I walked up to him and I was like, you mind if I ask you a question? He's like, nah, brother, yeah, what's up? I said, is that like a serious injury you have right there? He said, oh, no. It's something from the past, but it aggravates sometimes. So I put it on for stability. And I was like, you mind if I give you some advice? And he was like, sure. I said, whenever you have somebody like me that comes in that you don't know and nobody else knows, I said, inform them that you have something that's recent or in the past or whatever, because let's say we have this spot where you're picking me up and you would deadlifting me off the floor and your knee gives out.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that fall on, me or you?
Right.
And he was like, well, it would fall on me. I said, no, it will fall on me. Because nobody knows me. And I'm supposed to support you in the spot that you're doing. So let me know something like that. So if I feel like you're not to go against and say that you can't pull me up, I'm quite sure you're strong enough to do so and more. However, in the moment when your knee may give out on you, I can do a little bit extra. I can do something to help you along, so that way, when everything's said and done, they can say, yo, he protected Lars Sullivan. Right. And he was like, yo, I respect that and I appreciate that, and I'm going to actually do that from now on. And I was like, I appreciate that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, your knee gives out, they're going to say, oh, man, he sandbagged him. He didn't try to help him out. He went into business for himself. I don't need that.
Right.
I don't need it. Same thing with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley wanted to do the spine buster, and he wanted me to jump into him, and he whiplashed me back. And I was like, well, you mind if I, do it the way I was taught? And he was like, what's that? I said, well, I was taught to jump straight up. I was trained by Steven Anderson. I jump straight up. Mm-hmm. And, I take the spine buster like that. He's like, oh, no. You jump into me, I'm going to pull you back and do it. And I was like, okay, not a problem. By the time it got ready to happen, I jumped straight up. Because if I'm jumping at you and I have momentum, and let's say these rings, they're great, but they're not perfect. And you step into a little divot or something, or you miss a step and you twist your ankle, they're gonna say that dude jumped into Bobby Lashley and hurt him. They're not gonna say anything about how you told me to do it this way. Mm-hmm. Right. They're going to say he did not do what he needed to do to protect our talent. We don't want him here. And I did exactly what I needed to do, and I did exactly what I was taught to do, and I jumped straight up, and it made his spine muscle look even more perfect.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. How was that talk with you about being the three sisters of Bobby Lashley?
Man, that whole thing is crazy, man. Well, the funny thing is, again, humbleness, right?
Mhm.
I go down there and I'm a professional wrestler. I've done MMA, I've done boxing. None of that mattered because I wasn't there for that particular job. I was there casted as a specific role, and I was casted to be Jessica Lashley. I was not called down there because I did a really cool moonsault, or I can do a cool dive over the top rope, or I got a really nice punch. No, I was casted because I was a black guy with long hair, and I could go out there and be a Lashley sister. That's what I was casted for. That's what I was called for.
Nice.
And so we get there, they let us pick out the outfits. Sami Zayn, great guy. He was like, we don't want to offend anybody, so please don't do anything offensive. Don't do any women voices. Don't walk around acting like a female, whatever. We're going to keep you guys with full beards. And you're just going to say yes or no to the answer to the questions. And we was like, okay, not a problem, cool. Maybe 2 hours or an hour before the show starts, Vince McMahon sends a message to the production people. He wants to go all out.
Oh.
The whole shit.
Oh.
Put full makeup on. We're gonna fill the bras up. We're gonna give you guys. We want you to talk like women and everything. And I was like, all right, no problem. I've done acting for about 20 years. No problem. Give me the script. I'll hit the keynotes. That's it. The other two guys did great. And had little moments where it was like, man, I don't know. I can't remember this thing. And Road Dogg, hopefully he's doing good. Road Dogg,
yeah, we heard about that.
Yes, sir.
Better. He came up to us. He's like, look, guys, we just gave you the script. Show's about to go on. We know you're not going to know it word for word. However, we just want you to catch key notes. We just key things we want you to hit so that way the fans can understand what's going on. Other than that, just don't like this stumbling over your words. Not a problem. Man, that night was crazy. It was fun. One of the things I did do purposely is I kept playing with my bro throughout the whole thing. Go back and watch it. Pay attention to what I'm doing. I kept doing this. And Cedric was backstage and he was laughing his behind off. Like, by the time I got with the catering, as soon as I walked through, he was on the floor. I was like, what are you laughing at? Man, you were hilarious. It threw me off because I know you. When I saw you dressed as a woman, I was like, that is not Victor Andrews. It took me a second because I felt slighted because I was like, yo, that's a pretty looking woman. And I was like, wait, that's Victor Andrews. Like, what am I doing? And he said, but let me ask you a question. Did you really have to play with your bra throughout the whole thing? And I was like, he said, yeah. I said, will you remember it? He said, yeah. I said, then I did my job. I had a moment where I knew if I did something that would make everybody remember that Jessica Lashley was on TV or Victor Andrews was Jessica Lashley, that was it. I sat there and played with my bra every time I felt like the camera was on me because you're going to remember that. You're going to remember me.
Right.
No matter how crazy the segment is, you're going to remember me.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Right.
Out of all your moments in WWE, which one has to be your favorite?
My favorite would be the one when I did NXT. It was an amazing night. It was my first time being there. I walked into the arena and I walked past the conference room and behind the door in the glass was Triple H. And I was like, and then I kept walking and I got to another door and Shawn Michaels was behind that door. So I was like, all inside, but on the outside, I was like, oh, all right, this is cool. But inside, I was like,
wow.
Yeah, I'm here. And then came up to me and I saw Carino and talked to him for a little bit. He was like, yo, I'm agent your match. And I was like, match? He's like, yeah, we're gonna put you in a tag match. It's gonna be you, Lars Sullivan versus Heavy Machinery, and they also gonna give you a promo. The only guy that is not signed to WWE and it came in as an extra that got a promo ever.
Wow.
ever. And I don't think anybody will realize that. I am the only guy ever to go in as an extra and get a promo. My own promo. Amazing.
Wow.
Nice.
Amazing night. Did the match, took the compactor from Heavy Machinery, and the only thing I could think of was not the fans, not the fact that I had a really great match, not the fact that Lawrence is getting ready to annihilate me. I was laying there looking at the ceiling and saw the NXT sign on the ceiling. And all I could think was, I wonder if somebody would be willing to go to the locker room and get my phone so I can take a picture. How cool this is. Me laying here looking at the ceiling, seeing the NXT sign. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then,
Wow.
how great the guys are. A couple of referees had tried to do a rib on me. So again, my first time there. Don't know anybody except Steve. And we're getting ready to walk backstage, and we're walking through the crowd, and the referees are carrying me, and I can feel somebody doing something under my arm. What's going on? Like, they trying to give me a signal, make sure I'm good. And I'm like, I give the signal back. Then the guy does it again. I was like, oh, is somebody trying to tickle me? And so the ref was like, yeah, you want to tickle? I'm like, nah. He said, dang, I was trying to get you to break character before we left the crowd. I was like, really? Wow. I love this thing. I have to stay here. I have to come back. Because if you guys are so comfortable to try to play a rib on me for somebody who's brand new and is just trying to make sure I don't mess up anything, that's the environment I want to be. That's the environment I want to be in.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good shit, man.
That's real nice.
So your experience in the WWE, man, was phenomenal. I take it. What about now? Where do you see yourself going? Where do you want to go? Well, of course, WWE probably with the big money, AEW with the big money, but do you have aspiration of going to like AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, NWA? Which one?
I want to go anywhere where I'm taken care of. That is my mindset. You know, if I can go out there and get a good contract, and be comfortable, family taken care of, I can have a nice place. It ain't gotta be a big extravagant place, but a nice house.
Right.
It can have a nice backyard. I got a car that gets me from A to B, and I ain't gotta worry about the maintenance on it. I can eat good, you know, things like that. Man, as long as I'm taken care of, I'm about to be 40. As long as I'm taken care of, I'm good. That's all I care about. As long as I'm taken care of, I still enjoy myself. I still love the thing that I'm doing. I can have fun with it. That's all I care about. And then I can, you know, my son, you know, he's 5. He's coming up. He's some superstar Rome. He's a wrestler.
Right.
You know, he gets out there and does his thing. So, you know, as long as I can continue doing it and show him how to have fun doing things that he loves to do, that's all I care about. So it could be WWE.
Have you reached out?
New Japan, UK, Canada, Mars, whoever got it.
Let me ask you, have you reached out to any of those companies like AEW or Ring of Honor? You know.
So again, back to the connections. I still have my connections with WWE. I contact them every now and then, say, hey, yo, I'm still alive, I'm still kicking, I'm still getting busy, I'm still training hard. You know, I'm here whenever y'all ready. Time is coming, maybe pretty soon with WWE. Once Vince says, you know, I need somebody with experience because they're looking for more black talent. So once he said I need somebody with experience, we'll see what happens. AEW, I've contacted Billy Gunn. Have not heard anything yet. Trying to get in contact with Christopher Daniels. I feel like I think he takes care of the books. I have been in contact with Arn Anderson because his son trains in Charlotte. So whenever I get a chance to go out there at Lodi's, you know, whenever I have a chance to get to go out there, I get to see Arn and, you know, get in there, mix it up, and show him what I got. So hopefully that's another connection. Impact, I got a couple of guys that's I've been talking to. Almost got a chance to work a match with TJP. I was campaigning that for a little bit.
Nice,
Saw that.
nice.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
To see what's up. Got a chance to meet Scott Demore a couple of years ago in New Jersey, in Pennsylvania. So he knows
Right.
who I am. Ring of Honor, of course, you know, most of them know who I am. I talk to Caprice every now and then. I talk to Jay Lethal every now and then. So I'm constantly hitting it. NWA, I had a tryout with Brian Hebner. So he knows who I am. I've talked to him. Of course, you know, CW is connected with him. So every time I get
Right.
you know, CW plug me in. I know they got things coming up. So plug me in if you don't mind, and let's see what happens. So I'm
Right.
hitting
Alright.
good.
There you go.
Good
Yes,
shit,
sir.
man. That's it. That's it.
Yes, sir. I gotta ask you though, Vic, where did the Mr. Everything catchphrase come from?
So it has nothing to do with wrestling, truthfully. I was Mr. Everything before I started wrestling.
Really?
I was, you know, I've done modeling for 20 years now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, 20 years. You sit down and think about it, it's like, golly, I've been doing that for 20 years. Yes, so I've been doing modeling for 20 years. And I would always go to the shows. And I think it was right before I started boxing. I was talking about boxing. And a couple of them girls would come by and I was like, oh, you know, there's Roosevelt, how you doing? You know, like Mr. Everything. How long is it gonna take you to take your clothes off? Because you know, modeling, you know, you get changed right in front of everybody.
Right.
Here's what it is. You change in front of everybody. Either they're gonna see it or they're not. And my motto is, if you ain't seen it before, you're gonna see it today. So, you know, the ladies actually in modeling came up to me and said, yo, you're like Mr. Everything, because you pretty much have done a lot of things, and this is before wrestling. So when I started boxing, it was like, yo, they called me One Sun One because I was gain the energy from the sun. And then I moved into MMA, then I got into wrestling. It was actually the Gorilla Squad that suggested I use the Mr. Everything moniker. It
Wow.
was like,
Nice.
you got this character that's not really working for you, but you got all this athletic ability. You got all these skills, and you're not utilizing, you know, to the best of your ability. And it was like, you know, wrestling, your character is you times 10. And it was like, you are Mr. Everything. You can't get no higher than that. You've done everything. You can do everything. Your athletics is phenomenal. So why not use it to Mr. Everything? And I was like, you know what? It don't sound like a bad idea. So that's how I jumped into that. And man, listen, it's been working so far.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Good
Yes,
shit.
sir. What's next for Mr. Everything?
Huh?
What's next for Mr. Everything?
What's next, man? Movies. I got a couple projects that I'm working on right now. One called Shift Differential is on Amazon and Tubi. I got a independent film called Brothers Turmoil that's in the works.
Nice.
We're in post production. Working on some stunt stuff for a fan made Mortal Kombat, a fan made Star Wars, another one called Argent Assassins where I play a werewolf. Working on writing a couple films myself. One's an action comedy starring superstar Rome. It's going to be great. One
Nice.
chance to sit down and write it. Working on a real life Ninja Turtles movie, but it's going to be totally different from what you ever expect. Totally different. I don't want to give it too much because somebody might take my idea, but trust me, when I put the trailer out there, y'all gonna be like,
nice. So you producing this?
Huh?
You're producing all of these and you directing all this? These are your projects?
Yes. So the Ninja Turtles one is my project.
Okay.
The action comedy is gonna be my project. I have a psycho thriller that I'm getting ready to write. That's gonna be my project. I'm actually linked in with my homeboy, F. Terrell Johnson. He does a lot of production stuff. He's the one that's in charge of Shift Differential. So we're kind of linking together, put some stuff together. I got an action thing, it's action series, starring me as my wrestling character, but showcasing all my abilities. So it's like Victor Andrews meets Street Fighter. So I can be at a park just chilling, minding my business. and a guy comes up and he wants to fight. So, that's the type of thing that I'm doing right now. Still working with the modeling. I just got put on with Fleet DJs. If you guys ever heard of Fleet DJs, they're a national organization. They do entertainment, they do music, they link up with musical artists, all over the place, models, entertainers, stuff like that. So I got linked up with them, working with them. Man, I'm all over the place. I'm still Mr. Everything times 10.
Mr. Everything, yeah, exactly. You everything and everywhere, man. That's what's up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Where can people find you? Where can people find you like on your social media, all that outlet?
Oh, the easiest way to get to me is go to my website, www.thevictorandrews.com. That's www.thevictorandrews.com. And you can link to all my Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. My TikTok is I'm Mr. Everything _ no, it's I'm _ Mr. Everything _ VA. Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat is I'm _ Mr. Everything. So that's how you can get to me.
There we go.
Good deal, man.
Yes, sir. Your pro wrestling tees, is that on your website too?
Yes. My pro wrestling tees is on the website, but if not, because I still have to update it. I think Andrew, you got some skills with websites, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he does, man.
I'm gonna sit down and talk, let you look at it and see what if you go to Pro Wrestling Tees and you type Victor Andrews, my store should be able to come up. I got Dynasty t-shirts, that's me and Superstar Rome. I got Victor Andrews shirts, all those different things. I got a lot of designs I need to add up there. I've been slacking on my Macking and slipping on my pimping.
Okay. Nice.
You got plenty of stuff on there, man. Me and Chili want to know if you could cut a little promo on us or like a shout out for the ANC podcast.
Yeah. You do a drop and let me know when you're ready. I'm ready to drop.
All right. Go ahead.
Drop it, baby. Drop it like it's hot.
This is Mr. Everything with Victor Andrews alongside my man, my mellow, Chili Willie, and the young, up-and-coming, largest dude I've ever seen, Andrew, on the ANC podcast.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you, Vic.
No doubt.